Hello everyone, I am Gabriella from Mindful Movement with Gabriella, and I'm back to take you through another workout today. So today we're going to be focusing on our center, so powerhouse, our abdominals, inner thighs, hips and arms. In terms of equipment, we're going to be using a Pilates ball if you have one. If you haven't got one, you can use a cushion. Don't worry if you haven't got anything, you can do it all without. Weights, I'm using 1.5 kilograms. You could use ones, you can use 0.5s, and of course you could go heavier. We're using them for our arm section, our side planks, and for our inner thighs. See how that feels. If you want to make this more intense at any point, you could also put ankle weights on. That would make it more intense. I am now 24 weeks pregnant, so I'm doing what's working for my body and what feels good for my body. If you're pregnant, do what works for your body. Don't push it. Listen to your body. If you're not pregnant, this is a great workout anyway. And if you do want to add intensity, as I said, ankle weights, heavier weights, things like that. All we will need is our mat as well. We're only doing a bit of kneading work. The rest of it is on the mat, so you don't need much space. So grab what you need and I will see you in a sec. Okay, so we're going to take the ball to our lower back, more supportive if it's at your lower back, so just see how that feels. And then I want you to flex your feet, legs about hip width apart, and you're holding on behind your knees. From here, we're going to take a big inhale at the top, fill up your body in all directions. And then as you exhale, can you draw up and in with the front of your body, curve your body and go back to wherever feels comfortable for you today. And then big inhale and we lift back up. Good, and exhale, draw up and in and curve. You can look down your body and then up. So what I also want you to think about is, can you think about your ribs being pulled back as your arms are pulled forward? And we lift up, really nice. Each time, big, full, expansive breath at the top, and then exhale, draw up and in with the front of your body. And lift. And again, big inhale. Exhale back. We're going to go for one last one and hold it back. So remember, you're holding it back wherever feels okay. If that felt like enough, you can continue with that. Once you find your curved position, if it feels okay, can we lift one arm and back behind our knee? And can we lift the other arm and back? Keep your big full breaths going. There's no rush. If anything feels uncomfortable, we sit up, we take breaks. And you're holding it wherever feels good for your body. So you might be lower, you might be higher. If single arms feel okay, maybe we go for double arms. So all of these progressions, just making it that little bit more challenging. So only if we fancy it today, only if our body feels okay. See how your energy's feeling. Good. And if double arms feel okay, we're going to begin to hold them off. Keeping the curve in your body, can you lift one arm up to the sky without flaring your ribs? And lower back down. If you want to lift up a little bit more, you can. If it's starting to feel a little bit too intense. Full breaths the whole time, so you never want to hold your breath. Big, full, expansive breath. Letting your ribs expand to the side. Good, can we go for two more? One last one. And then take hold behind your knees and lift up, good. Big inhale at the top. We're going to exhale, draw the front of our body and find your C curve. We're going to extend both arms if that feels okay. Remember, any point you continue with that. And can we maybe go for double arms? Our last little bit here. Good. So anything else that we've done, if that felt better for your body today, you stick with that. We're going to go for one last one. Hold it here if we're feeling like it. Just a little pulse, because I love pulses. I miss doing my ab curls sometimes. Good. 3 more. 2, one last one, and then come all the way up. Really good. We're going to come onto our side now. So ball can stay underneath your side. We're going to come into our side planks. If it feels okay, you're going to have a weight in your hand, only if that feels okay. Bottom leg is going to be bent, top leg is going to be long. Of course, if you want to do both legs long, you can do that. If you want to do both legs bent, you can do that as well. Weight's going to go up to, weight's going to start to the floor. We're going to lift ourselves up, weight goes up. Weight goes down and we lower. So we're working into the side of our body. So we squeeze up, we lift and down. Again, use your breath, never hold your breath and take your time. So you do this in your own time. You're also strengthening into your supporting shoulder. Working into your obliques, so those muscles down the side of your body. If that feels like enough, continue with that. If it feels okay though, we're going to hold it up and just do your arm up and down and up. 3 more. One last one, hold it up. Can we do little taps up with the side of our body? Good, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, one last one, hold it up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, weight goes down and lower. Good, rest your head in your hand. Top leg is going to rest on our ball, so you want knee in line with your hip. Bottom leg is going to be long, foot is flexed. You can pop a weight on your inner thigh if you want to. Then you're going to squeeze up and lower down. And squeeze. So you want the top part of your thigh lifting off the floor. So we're getting into our inner thighs. And lower, good. At any point you can get rid of the weight. You can rest your top foot down here. And think about squeezing up and in with your inner thigh on your bottom leg. Let's go for 2 more. Then we're going to hold it up on our second one. Can we just do tiny lifts? Whew, right at your top point. Then hold it there. We're going to sweep it forward and sweep it back, keeping the height with your thigh. And forward and back. Good. That's where I start to really feel it. Good. Can we do one more? Then we've got a combination. So you're going to do 2 squeezes up and forward and back, and 2 squeezes up, forward. Regretting the weight. Good. 2 more. One last one. Hold it back. Can we go for 10 lifts? 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Very nice work. Okay, we're going to hold it here now. Weight can come off to the side. Use your top hand to stabilize you. Use your bottom leg to stabilize you. You're going to, ooh, keep telling it's hot today. You're going to lift your knee off the ball and tap it down. And lift up. And tap. Good, so now just working into a little bit into the top of our hip on this side and to the top of our glutes. I also find when I lift this leg, I feel my center really have to fire on to stabilize you. You could take your hand to your hip and take that stabilization away, and that makes it feel a little bit more intense, but remember, you're doing what works with your body or works for your body today. Good. Can we go for 2 more? One last one. Then we're going to hold it up. Flex your foot, drive your knee in. Then can we push it back on the diagonal and in over your ball and push back. Thinking about your heel driving away and in. And push, drive. You can have a tiny little lift at the top if that feels okay. So we're focusing on the front of our hip as well, getting that extension there. Using the top of our body to stabilize us. Let's do 3 more. 2. One last one. Hold it back. Can we go for tiny little lifts on the diagonal? Bottom leg is still solid, foot is flexed. That is your point of stability, that is your anchor. Good. From there, can we take it over our bottom leg and tap the foot below and lifts. So before it was slightly back, now it's legs stacked on top of each other. Each time thinking about your heel getting further away. Iggy, Iggy, move. Not right in front of the camera. Good. We're gonna hold it up and go for tiny little lifts up, just at your top range. Good. Breathe here. Then we're going to hold it still. Can you take into external rotation without moving your hips? And back to parallel. And external rotation. Back to parallel. 2 more. One last one. Now you get internal rotation, which is just turning your thigh down and then back to parallel. And turn your thigh down. Back through. 2 more. One last one. Hold it here. Point your toes still over your bottom leg, but can you do your circles up and back? Now can we make those circles a little bit bigger? And can we reverse? Start small while you get that stability through your pelvis, leg moving. Then we can challenge it a little bit more and make it bigger. 3 more. 2. One last one. Hold it there. Flex your foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Really good. We're going to come up onto our hands. We're going to send our body forward. So find the long line. And again, just work where feels good. So you might find a little bit further back feels better for you. Find your long line. Of course, you can lift your knees up if you want to. And let's go for push-ups. Down and up. Use your breath, so big inhale, exhale as you push up. But of course, if any other breath feels good for you, you can do that. Elbows out on the diagonals for these ones today. Two more. Then can we hold it down and go for 8 pulses? 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push back. Really nice. Just stretch it out. Hold it there for a moment. And then come up. We're going to go for all of that on the other side. So, ball underneath your other side. Whatever you did on your first side, for your side planks, Whether you used a weight, whether you didn't, we're gonna lift ourselves up. Weight goes to the sky, down, and we lower. And push through your top foot, then you start to get your inner thigh working already. You might find one side feels better than the other. Good. 2 more. Then either continuing with that or holding your hips up. Just your arm moves up and down and reach. Two more. One last one, hold it up, tiny pumps up with your hips. How are we feeling? We okay? Good. Can we go for 8 more? 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Rest your head in your hands. Top knee rests on your ball. Bottom foot is flexed, leg is in line with your hip. If you use the weight and you want to use it again, pop it on your inner thigh and lift up and down. And lift. Same thing as always, this side might feel better, might feel worse. You might feel like you're getting more range or less range. If your hips are uncomfortable, you could always pop a towel or a cushion underneath your bottom hip. Good. Just make sure this top knee is out in line with your hip. So what I mean by that is that it comes straight out here, because if it's further down, you won't have as much range to lift your bottom leg. Good, 2 more. Then we'll hold it up into our tiny little lifts at your top range. Seeing if we can get our thigh off the floor. Good. Are we feeling our inner thighs? Hopefully. Go from there, keeping the height, we sweep forward and back. Oh, nasty, nasty. So good for us, so good to work our inner thighs. Often we get a lot of bum work, a lot of glute work. Really important to work our inner thighs as well. Good. Can we go for 2 more? One last one. Hold it back. 2 little lifts. Sweep forward and back. And 2 little lifts. Good. Two more. Can you lift it any higher? One last one. Hold it back and go for 10 lifts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Any higher? 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good. Pop your weight off to the side. Use your top hand to stabilize you just while you get into it, and we're going to lift up and lower down. So now bottom foot is flexed, bottom leg is solid. It's our point of stability. This hand can stay to the floor or it can come to your hip, whatever feels better. And then we're still continuing to work our center, and we're just getting into our hips a little bit as well. Good. Four more. 3. One last one. Hold it up, flex your foot, push it back. Tiny lift. Just move myself forward and in over the ball. So send it back, little lift. Really think about heel reaching away and back in. So if you've done this and you're like, oh, I liked this, I like that workout, but I want it to be a little bit more intense, absolutely fine. You could try popping ankle weights on next time. That will add a lot of work into your legs, inner thighs, as well as then in this work, all into your outer thighs or outer glutes. Three more. 2. One last one. We're going to hold it back and go for those tiny little lifts. So keeping your leg parallel, making sure your hips are staying stacked so that you haven't rolled back. We'll go for 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it over your bottom leg, tap your foot, and then lift up. And tap down. And lift. You could always hold a weight. If we don't have ankle weights, you could always hold a weight on the top of your thigh as well. That's always there to make it a bit more intense. Three more. 2. One last one. Hold it up. Tiny little lifts. So top leg is now over your bottom leg. Still breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Hold it there, thigh turns up to the sky and parallel. So you might find you have more or less rotation on this side. Good, one more. Now can we do internal rotation? So thigh turns down, but what you want to maintain is your hips staying stacked. Good. 2 more. One last one. And then point your toes. Start with small circles, tiny bit of height at the top of the circle. Then once you feel really stable and secure, you can start to challenge the stability. So make the circles bigger. One more, and then reverse. So start small. When you're ready, can you make them bigger? Good. 3 more. 2. Hold it there, little lifts up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex your foot and lower it down. Really good work. Let's come up and grab hold of our weights, and then we're gonna come into a high kneeling position. So you can grab the ball, pop it in between your thighs, and then we're just gonna hinge ourselves forward a tiny bit. You're gonna alternate extending one arm back and in. So can you think little finger leads the way, elbows stay relatively high and squeezing into your body, but wherever your elbows are, I just want you to want them to stay there. So what I don't want is sort of this movement where we then have a lift. You want to keep your elbows high and extend the bottom part of your arm. Work into the tops of our, I was about to say tops of our legs. We'll work into our triceps. The back of our arms is what I meant to say. Good. If at any point you're like, oh, the leaning forward doesn't feel good, you can do this position here. You could do it standing if kneeling doesn't feel good as well. Great. Now can we go for both arms? Both arms back and in and back and in. See if you can have a moment of stillness when your arms are long, a moment of stillness. We're going to go for 4 more. 3. On your next one, hold it there. Tiny lifts and lift. So pinky fingers to the tops of the weights are reaching up to the sky. We've got 10, 9, 8. One last one and come in. This time you're going to rotate, so palm faces up and then in. Palm faces up and in. So we're back to alternating, just slightly changing the position of our hands. So you want to think sort of the main part of your hand faces up. Main part, your palms. The palm of your hand faces up to the sky as you extend. Good. Words not working for me today. We've got one more and then we'll do both. So we'll extend back and in and back. Keep breathing, and remember you can slow the moves down, you can take breaks, you can go heavier weights if you're like not really feeling this. 3 more. 2. One last one. Hold your arms back. Tiny little pulses up with your palms to the sky. Whew. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in. We're going to do a shoulder press back to the tops of the weights, going to the sky. Up and back. Good. Got that little squeeze on the ball. Oh, I just alternated. Good. Three more. 2. One last one, so full range. Then we're going to hold it up, and can we shoulder press and in. So front on, you're here. Good. Three more. 2. One last one. We're going to hinge over. We're going to go back into our triceps. 5 more. 4, One final one. Turn your palms up. Let's pump it up. Last little bit here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in. Great work. Pop the weights off to the side. Pop your ball off to the side. Just interlace your hands behind your back. You can stretch it down your back. Moving your head from side to side if that feels nice. And release. Just come onto all fours. Let's do a big inhale. And exhale, just draw the front of your body in. And big exhale. Inhale, sorry. Oh my goodness, my words today, I'm so sorry. And exhale. Continue with your breath. You can add a cat in, so curving your spine and extending long. You can add a bit of extension in if that feels nice. Don't dump into your lower back. Just think about the top of your spine extending long. Nice. Then step one leg forward into your pigeon stretch. Just hold it there. You can melt your body down if it feels nice. You can keep your arms a little bit further up. And switch it over. Good. Then just sit up, cross your legs, close your eyes. You can put your hands on your belly or to your knees, wherever feels comfortable today. Can we do a big inhale? And exhale. And again, big inhale. And exhale. Well done. Really well done today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what else you want to see on the channel. I film these in live time every week, so if you pop a comment in the comment section, I'll read it and see if I can get to filming it in the next few weeks. Have a lovely rest of your day. Please like my videos, subscribe to my channel. It's all really, really helpful. And hopefully I will see you again soon.
Just me and you. Say yes, take a chance, just one more night.